elite athlete, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about motivation and how I stay just focused on my goals, focused on competitions I have coming up, and how I approach my goals in the future and what I do to try to be successful. So for me, it's all about establishing daily habits. So when someone asks me, how do you stay motivated? The truth is I struggle with motivation just like every single person. I don't wake up every single day and feel like I want to necessarily go lift or want to necessarily go work long hours or whatever it may be, or cook all my food or weigh it out if I have to do that, you know, prepping for a competition. But it's more about choosing what you do every day versus going by your feelings. So motivation is definitely a feeling that you have. It can come, it can go. Just like some mornings you wake up and the sun's shining, and that might like affect your mood a little bit and you feel a little bit happier. It might be dark outside and you might feel just a little bit more like, it's harder to get out of bed. But you can't let your feelings and just kind of how motivated on a scale of 1 to 10 you are each day and what decisions you make. So I think that a key in staying focused and working towards your goals are just making a decision, whether you feel like it or not. What is the decision that you can make today that's going to lead you closer to your goals by the end of the day? So for me, I try to focus on what steps am I taking today in order to set myself up better for whatever I see in my future. So for me, if I have a competition in mind, or competitions on the calendar, as I did last year, as I competed in my first pro season as a natural figure competitor, as a pro. I had goals of competitions. I have this date on the calendar in front of me, and so if I wake up and I don't feel like tracking my macros that one day, if I don't feel like going to the gym, it doesn't matter what I feel, I have to make the decision to do it. And once you start making those decisions and discipline becomes more of a habit, you find it easier and easier to make those decisions to go to the gym, to make those decisions then it becomes habit. So then day to day it becomes easier and easier. So that's how you really build up momentum, and it's for anything. It's in your job, in a relationship, in your family life. It's if you establish those habits, those good habits that are going to set you up for success in your life, then it starts to become easier to make those decisions. And then the distractions that come in life, or those hardships that come that may throw you for a little bit of a loop, aren't going to totally throw you off the tracks. It's going to be easier to still stay on that track because it becomes habit, it becomes established. It wasn't always easy for me to get to the gym. There were times where I struggled and I didn't feel motivated necessarily to get to the gym, but that's a time when I hired a trainer. I had a trainer that I went and I saw a couple days per week, and that's what I needed to do in order to motivate myself to get to the gym, because I needed to be accountable. I work with a coach still. I work with a nutrition coach. That helps keep me accountable. And so if I have these things that are, I gotta check in with my coach. Well, if I'm checking in with my coach each week, that's gonna keep me on track. So I'm not gonna feel like, I'm just gonna go off the rails today, because I know I need to be accountable. I know I need to stay in check with my nutrition coach. I have a programming coach, so I send him my programming. So if I leave half my programming blank, well then what am I paying him for? So it's really establishing these habits, these small little goals. So break it up by week. So what's your goal? Is your goal to fill out all your training? Then fill out all your training and send that to your coach. Or hit your macros consistently every single day. Or hit your nutrition. Eat a little bit healthier. Get a little bit more sleep. So it's taking it step by step in the little things that add up, and not necessarily going by feelings and how you feel day to day. And it's also having those people in your life who are not just going to tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear, and surrounding yourself with people who are going to support you in those bigger goals that you have, and who aren't just going to try to live by the moment and live in, okay, what kind of feels good day to day? What are you motivated to do? You wake up and you feel kind of happy and then you decide to do something. It's like, instead, make decisions based on your long-term goals and where you want to see yourself in the future, not just based on how you feel day to day and by just kind of how the wind blows. Having more of a long-term perspective, and that comes with time, and it comes with patience and practice.